the cool girl always gets what she wants and the cool guy always gets what he wants, and you guys are sitting around like, you didn't work for it. Exactly.
That's easy.
How to see the perfection of your life. Hey guys, I'm Jasmine with Manifest Fast with Jasmine. How to see the perfection of your life, aka how to live in the end. I'm not teaching anything new here. We already know all this stuff. It's just the way that we've been interpreting it and trying to apply it that needs to change. So we all have heard Neville and what he talks about with living in the end. But I think that there's a lot of connections that are not being made about that. Like, for instance, people don't realize that surrendering and letting go means surrendering and letting go of your doubts. That's all that means. And that surrendering and letting go is equal to and the same as living in the end. Now, what Neville describes as living in the end, actually, it's very specific. And it's something that I call a glimpse. So for instance, he will tell you to get very vivid and to experience it as vivid in your senses as possible. He'll tell you to visualize it, see it, taste it, smell it, touch it, hear it, all that stuff. What I noticed is that the specific things that you try to visualize or interpret or hear or feel, they don't always manifest specifically. It's the essence of what you're tapping into that is your end that is manifesting. So that's why sometimes it looks differently or appears differently than you imagined. If you want to live in the end, first of all, you kind of gotta know that all of your desires are being fulfilled. That's in video 1. So hopefully you've watched video 1 and video 2, and now you're watching video 3. If you haven't, I will have those videos at the end of this video, so just stay tuned. But yeah, if you want to live in the end, you have to know that it's done. So you have to know that it's done. You have to know that all of my desires are being fulfilled. And sometimes this requires you to not try to be specific. You will know if you should not be specific when being specific seems difficult. I get a lot of questions that people ask me about getting very specific regarding specific visualizations, specific affirmations, specifically what should I envision that I'm hearing or seeing. So things like that are really not important. If specifics happen, they should be completely natural and not forced. And when you have these beliefs that it's already done, all of my desires are being fulfilled, that is when those specifics will fill in naturally. But if you are finding that thinking specifically and visualizing specifically and being very specific about your living in the end visualization, if you're finding that to be difficult, don't do it. If being specific on like your specific person or whatever it is that you want, if that's difficult, then don't do it, because you're feeling resistance. So you have to go general, and I assure you and I promise you that part of how I have changed my life the most and automated manifestation for myself and made it the most consistent and the most instant and the most profound came from me being more general, because more general means you trust more. When you insist on specific ways that things need to happen, it's the opposite of you trusting and knowing that it's already done and perfect, and it can't work. If I'm just like, yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm totally trusting. I'm totally believing and knowing that everything is perfect, and it will happen that way, and I don't have to be specific about it. That is so powerful. So I think, yeah, a lot of people have resistance about not being specific or they don't want to go general, but that's exactly what you have to do. And the reason why people don't like doing that is because they're not comfortable, because they're not trusting. So that's exactly what you need to do. You need to be comfortable with trusting. You need to change your beliefs enough so that you really can just see the perfection of your life. And that's why the cool girl always gets what she wants and the cool guy always gets what he wants, and you guys are sitting around like, you didn't work for it. Exactly. Don't work for it. Don't try. It is that easy. And when you know that it's that easy, it's a result of you knowing that I'm getting what I want. All of my desires are being fulfilled. I can't mess this up. Neither can anybody else. That shit's done. It's a result. You're being relaxed is a result of you knowing that it's done. So I advise that you don't push specifics and that you practice being comfortable enough to actually perceive the perfection of your life, because you can only perceive the perfection of your life when you believe in the perfection of your life, when you believe that it's already done, when you are living in the now. And when you're believing it, and perceiving it, you're able to receive the perfection of your life in manifested form. Going general and knowing in a general way is what attracts the specifics. That's the secret. And releasing resistance enough to just go general and generally know, yeah, I'm gonna get what I want. And not assuming how that's gonna look, not assuming the how. We already know this. We already know, don't assume the how. Don't insist on the how. Don't try to make it happen a particular way, because again, trying to put effort and make it happen means you are not trusting. So trust. And what does trust look like? Trust looks like, I don't need to touch it. I don't need to pick it up. I don't need to look at it. I don't need to do anything to it because it's already done. There's nothing to do. It's already done. If you like the video, then click the like button. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to join my private group on Facebook, it's an exclusive membership group where I go live, I answer questions, and it's just a really good supportive group to help you manifest more. It's exactly the manifestation group that I wanted to create, and I manifested it. So you can join that below. It's going to be in a pinned comment. If you want coaching, you have to book ahead of time. Or if you want to book a manifestation workshop with me, you can find those links in the description below. Here is the playlist on videos 1 through 3. I suggest that you watch all of them. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was easy.